the delta was getting trapped on the bid and the offer. So they were lifting the offer here, and obviously they get trapped on the bid here. We can see a seller coming in and the buyer absorbing that, so that was them getting trapped. You can see all of those buyers above that Baltic area, all in a trapped location. And that obviously sets up perfectly with the storyline of the dollar. It sets up perfectly in line with the storyline of supply and demand. You will not find anything better than that trade. I've made mention of this before. These are the trades you must have, and if you've not got them, you should be sitting out and thinking to yourself, why did I not get that trade? And have an honest discussion with yourself about why you didn't get that bit of business, because that is as good as it's going to get ever. Do you understand that? It's not going to get much better than that. It's almost impossible to get that much better than that, with the macro supply coming in, with the dollar catching the bids, the big aggregation candle in the background. It's not going to get much better. Now, obviously, you can look at the crack spread and say, well, but nothing. The crack spread changed at this point here. At that point there, the crack spread changed, didn't it? So you can see the crack spread did start to go back up again in a macro bear, which is what we're looking for. So in a macro bear, which is what we're looking for, the volume's now dropping, then we get an aggregation into that retest, and then we get another low volume test into the retest. The blue line's now rising, the red line's now discounted. That is a perfect sell. So if you didn't get it, type in the room why you didn't get it. What was stopping you from getting the trade? Now, I don't want answers like I wasn't at my desk, or I was having lunch, or I don't trade oil, or anything like that. If you trade oil and you didn't take that trade, type in the room and explain to me and everybody why you didn't take the trade, so that we understand a little bit better about the psyche behind not taking that bit of business. So Paul didn't take it, so why didn't you take that trade? Now, a legitimate answer is, I don't sell top edges. Perfectly legitimate answer, and that's something that's a personal choice. I don't sell top edges because I want to see structure breaks before I sell. Perfectly reasonable, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm not getting at people who haven't taken the trade. I'm just saying, please explain why you didn't take the trade so that we understand why people didn't take the trade. So Paul's basically saying that it was a mistake, right? So Paul's hopefully learned something from the fact that he didn't take the trade, so that's good. It's a good start. So everybody else took the trade. That's even better, right? So everybody else saw that as a good trade, took the trade, and is now sitting on a very nice $500 profit. Nothing wrong with that, is it? So we're obviously coming back into this cap buyer level, which we already know about in the background. So we've obviously got that cap buyer there. And if we can break structure on that cap buyer, of course, that opens the door to an enormous afternoon session trade. And that takes us down to a $1,000 winner. All the way down to $80.60 if we can break structure here. It's going to sweep the 81s, and that's going to open the door to 80.60. Great trade. Appreciate Paul's honesty. Just admitting that it was a bit of a mistake, bit of a blunder. It happens to all of us. I've done it myself. And you'll keep doing it. You'll keep doing it. There's no fix to that. It's just a case of making sure you don't do it very often. It's just a case of making sure you don't do it very often, right? Try and cut out the number of misses, the number of mistakes, and be honest with your trading. That should have been a sell trade in everybody's book that trades oil. And obviously the fact that there was only Paul that typed in, I would assume therefore that everybody did pretty much get the trade, which is obviously great news for all of us. Shows that people are actually understanding and learning this stuff, which is even better. Even better. So bonds,